Hi, Facebook world, and Merry Christmas and Happy Monday. I wanted to come to you with a Monday motivation because even though it's the holiday, it's still Monday and we're quickly approaching the new year. So last week, I had talked about finding your tribe and really looking for the people that belong in your group, the people that are going to support you, where you're going to fit in, and things will just click well for you with these people, these particular people in your life. So my message today is somewhat similar. It's kind of a piggyback off of that concept, connected with the concept of really counting your blessings. Just to give you an example, let's pretend that you were throwing a party. Okay, this particular party was for yourself. Maybe it's a birthday party, and you have invited 30 wonderful people that you have wanted to come to your party. Okay, it could be friends, it could be relatives, co-workers, whomever, but you were really excited to invite these people to your party. You gave them invitations, you verbally reminded them about your party, you've paid for 30 people to attend your party, the food, the decorations, the DJ, all of that kind of stuff. So your party comes, the day of the party, you're all dressed up, looking fancy, and out of those 30 people, 5 people show up to your party. Now, many of us, our first reaction would be to be pretty devastated. Okay, you were expecting 30 people, only 5 showed up. Your feelings are hurt. Maybe you feel like you've wasted your money. But what I want to talk about is that feeling that we have when we're just really mourning those 25 people that didn't show up. It's really a disservice to the 5 who did. Okay, I think sometimes we get so caught up in who's not supporting us, who's not making us a priority, who's not really rooting for us and in our corner, that we forget the people who are. And oftentimes those 5 folks compared to those 25, it is like a little remnant. It's a little group, a little core group, your tribe. Okay, that you really need to be worried about. And so instead of appreciating the people who are supporting you, who are rooting for you, who are in your corner, you're mourning and you're depressed over the people who aren't. And I know it can be very difficult when you expect people to support you. You know, one of the things that they say in business is that family members are the worst customers. And if you've ever become an entrepreneur, started your own business or anything of that nature, you know it's pretty true. Okay, it's sad to say the people that you expect to support you the most are not necessarily the ones who do. It can be complete strangers and people who you never thought of that are really supporting your business, supporting your work, and are just really encouraged by you and encourage you to do what you're doing, whereas your family members may not be in your corner like that. So I say all that to say sometimes who's rooting for us and who's in our tribe is not necessarily expected, but we gotta kind of get out of our feelings, that disappointment of not having those people who we expected to be rooting for us, and appreciate the ones who do. So what does that have to do with Christmas? You know, whether it's the people in your life today, the gifts, whatever it is that you feel like belong and they're not there. Maybe it's not panning out the way that you expected it to. Think about who's there. Think about who's really, encouraging you this holiday and loving on you this holiday, not the ones who aren't. And maybe it is just a handful of people, but don't forget to appreciate the ones who actually did come to the party. Okay, those are the people who are in your tribe. The ones who didn't bother to come to the party, it's okay. It's okay. See, our major hurts and disappointments come from trying to force people to be in your lives that don't really want to be there in that capacity. You can't make somebody be in your life in that capacity. They don't always understand your vision. They don't necessarily understand or respect where you're coming from or anything like that. And that's okay. It's okay to love people from a distance. It's okay to love people the way they want to be loved and, just have them fit that particular place in your life. It doesn't mean that you have to cut people off. It doesn't mean that you have to let them go. You just have to understand the capacity in which that they're operating in your life. And they may not be your biggest cheerleader. They may not be shouting your names from the rooftop, promoting your vision, supporting you and all those kinds of things. They can just be over there on the outskirts, the periphery, whatever the case may be. But those core people, those people that are in your tribe, those ones that are rooting for you, the ones that are just right there for you today, that are going hard for you, love on those people. Okay, don't make them feel the pain of you mourning over those other people who aren't doing what they're already doing, because they're there for you. Okay, so find your tribe, count your blessings today. There are so many ways that I'm sure that you're blessed today on this day, even if things aren't going exactly the way that you expected it to go. And on the other end of that, make sure that you're loving on somebody else today, that maybe they're expecting something of you. Kind of fulfill that for them. If it means a phone call, a text message, a quick visit, fixing somebody a to-go plate and bringing it by, whatever that looks like for you today, be the kind of person that you want other people to be in your life. Okay, it can't be one-sided. So that's a little Monday motivation for you, getting your tribe together as we're going into this new year, as we're celebrating this holiday season, and just loving on people the way Jesus would want us to be loving on people today, and just being understanding and caring about where people are coming from, and honoring and counting the blessings of the people who are in your circle, who are in your tribe today at this moment. So if you have not heard it today, Merry Christmas. I love you. Be blessed.